What up, kid?
I'm not going to sit here and waste your time and go over the plot of Get Out. It's been out for almost 2 weeks. I'm not going to sit here and analyze the major stuff. BuzzFeed already killed that in an article, which I'll place the link to in the description. But I will talk about 2 Easter eggs that I picked up on and I don't think nobody else picked up on. And if you picked up on them and you talked about them with your friends, oh well, because I'm about to talk about them. In the beginning of the movie, when Rose's brother is kidnapping Andre and throwing him into the trunk, he's listening to a song called Run, Rabbit, Run.
Run, rabbit, run, run, run.
This is a metaphor explaining that black people are being hunted. Rabbits, just like deer, which are the extended metaphor for black people in this film, are typical animals which are killed during hunting season. Connect that to the dessert that they offer Chris after dinner. Carrot cake, carrots, rabbits, rabbits, carrots. Ain't that a Now this whole point came together for me when I was thinking about the Vernon John story, starring my grandfather James Earl Jones. And if you haven't seen this film, and if you don't know who Vernon Johns is, he is the passionate, fiery preacher who was succeeded by Martin Luther King at Dexter Avenue Baptist Church. During his last sermon, Vernon Johns says that rabbits are better off than black people in America.
Last week, a white man was fined for shooting a rabbit out of season. But it's safe to murder Negroes. A rabbit is better off than a Negro because in Alabama, niggers are always in season.
Also, anytime a black person awakens from their hypnosis, whether it's Georgina or Andre, they are re-hypnotized and then told to go to sleep. And this is of course symbolic of when black people point out racism or mistreatment. They are pushed into obscurity, they lose their jobs, they are blacklisted, they are overall dismissed and silenced. Get Out is unlike any horror film that I've ever seen, and I usually hate horror films because 99% of them are super predictable. They have the same plots, they have the same character tropes, and they all depend on the stupidity of the main characters. And the main character, Chris, in this film isn't stupid. To quote one of my role models, Celine Eves, Chris just wants to believe in the all-American dream. And Chris's heart was in the right place. He took a step towards this post-racial America that many of us talk about and that many of us are aiming for. But unfortunately, in this situation, that was almost his downfall. And I've never seen a horror film where racism was the monster, it was the characters, it was the family history, it was the body language, it was an ever-present stalker throughout the film. And this movie reminded me of a 2-hour episode of The Twilight Zone because there's such a profound message to be had after watching it. It's not just black man gets revenge on white family. Like, if that's all you got from this movie, you missed the entire thing. Jordan Peele successfully explains in horror movie form that racism isn't just one single event. It isn't just one cop killing of an unarmed black person. It isn't just 2 separate water fountains. He's explaining that racism is an entire reality, different from the mainstream of America. How 2 people can grow up in the same neighborhood and experience an entirely different United States, an entirely different reality because of the color of their skin. And with this, Peele touches on the perceived otherness of black people and the simultaneous disdain and obsession with black culture and the black body. And furthermore, Peele diving into the topic of black people disappearing is vital. If you know your history, black people have been disappearing for several centuries now. Jordan Peele said that he created this film to destroy the notion that we're somehow in some post-racial America, as if to say just because a whole bunch of non-black people voted for President Obama twice does not mean that we've reached the mountaintop and does not mean that we don't have more work left to do. And this in and of itself is the covert nuance of racism. It isn't just black and white, no pun intended. We see this exact concept play out in Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing, where Pino and Mookie are arguing in the pizza shop about race.
Pino, all you ever talk about is nigga this and nigga that. And all your favorite people are so-called niggas.
It's different. Magic, Eddie, Prince are not niggas. I mean, they're not black. I mean, let me explain myself. They're not really black. I mean, they're black, but they're not really black. They're more than black. It's different.
It's different.
It's different.
It's different.
It's different.
It's different.
As you can see, I have no issues with this film at all. The plot, the story was excellent, acting excellent, the way it was shot, excellent, the way it was lit, excellent, the way it was directed, excellent. And of course y'all know Chris's friend played by Lil Rel is hilarious in this movie. Peele said he wrote this character to say what black people have been yelling at the movie screen while watching horror films for years. And Chris and Rod had some great on-screen chemistry. I wouldn't mind seeing them in another film in a duo on-screen tandem type of capacity. And I can't stress enough that I love all the acting in this film. Peele should just Quentin Tarantino, Spike Lee this cast and just plug and play them where needed. And this film is so important, just like Moonlight, just like Hidden Figures, like Insecure, like Atlanta. Because it did so well, it will continue to kick down doors for diverse stories and diverse casts. And to be honest, I can't gloss over the fact that I love that the black person did not die in this movie. In my mind, this movie gets a perfect score. So what did you think about Get Out? Did you like it, love it, hate it? At this moment, I'm trying to ascend to the level of creating videos full time. So if you love my movie reviews, my book reviews, my video essays, pledge $1 to my Patreon page. This will go to me spending less time out in the Hunger Games and more time creating videos on a consistent basis. If you like seeing me, you'll see more of me by pledging this $1. I cannot forget the 2 companies that pledged to be in the credits. Shout out to the good folks over at The Working Class. If you enjoy a plethora of topics that range from health and wellness to pop culture, find The Working Class wherever you listen to podcasts. Also, shout out to Ram in the Bush if you live in the DMV and you need that trash removed, you need that demolition job, you need that furniture moved. Hit up Ram in the Bush. They got you. And as always, we got more movie reviews coming your way. We got more book reviews coming your way. And we got more random stuff coming your way. I'm in the bathroom.